You, once again, we're here, back with another vid for you. Bernie Sanders back on his bull crap once again, talking the nonsense. I guess keeping the same people on the damn plantation. Every time I think about Bernie, I just think about how the Democrat Party just dumped him to the side for I think Kamala Harris. Um, yeah, I was definitely some nonsense. But what do you expect? You shouldn't expect anything by now. You should just know that it's always going to be some nonsense when it comes to dealing with Bernie Sanders. He's a puppet. He's 10 toes down, well paid, well fed puppet master. And he's definitely one of the main plantation catchers. So let's go ahead and listen to what he got to say. Take it from there.
Very much for joining me. Donald Trump has once again shown his contempt for the Constitution and the rule of law. Let's be clear. The President of the United States does not have the right to unilaterally take this country into war, even against a corrupt and brutal dictator like Maduro.
Okay, so we're at war now. The funny thing about Donald Trump wars be last like a couple hours. And he gets his job done in 2-3 days. He's in and out of there. Goal accomplished, mission accomplished. So, yeah, we're in war. Full blast war with Venezuela.
The United States does not have the right, as Trump stated this morning, to run Venezuela. Congress must immediately pass a war powers resolution to end this illegal military operation and reassert its constitutional responsibility.
You're lying. Automatically, as long as this man's mouth is moving, he's going to be lying. It's not illegal. You know that. It's something that many presidents have done. And the funny thing about it, all the past presidents has unalived the people they were looking for. So I really don't understand how we even get here. But let's go.
Trump's attack on Venezuela will not make the United States and the world safer. Quite the contrary.
I disagree. I think that will make United States and Venezuela have a better relationship, social, personal, and through business.
This brazen violation of international law gives a green light to any country on earth that may wish to attack another nation to seize their resources or change their governments. This is the horrific logic of force that Putin used to justify his brutal attack.
That's nonsense. He's about to say on Ukraine. So, have we been back, or are we still bombing Venezuela, or has a part of the mission been accomplished? Because I believe they are going to go back and get some more people. As you know, Biden is the one who actually put the warrant out for Maduro, and there's a few other responsible parties that has to be captured as well.
On Ukraine. Trump and his administration have made it clear that they want to revive the Monroe Doctrine, a belief that claims that the United States has the right to dominate the affairs of the hemisphere. They have spoken openly about...
Well, not dominate the affairs of the hemisphere, but let any country know that you're not going to put us in danger within the hemisphere. I think that's the major difference, Bernie. That's what you choose to leave out. And that's cool, you're a socialist and you're on the side of Maduro.
Controlling Venezuela's oil reserves, the largest in the world.
And that's one of the biggest lies, that it's just about oil. First of all, America helped Venezuela become one of the biggest oil exports in history. How? because Venezuela had crude oil and they couldn't refine it. So America stepped in and said that we can refine your crude oil since you don't have the facilities, since you don't have the people. We can, if you send your crude oil to the Gulf of Mexico, um, we'll refine your oil as well as we'll send, people to help you get the oil out the ground. So stop lying, Bernie. Once again,
Let's make no mistake about it. This is rank imperialism. It recalls the darkest chapters of U.S. interventions in Latin America, which have left a terrible legacy. It will and should be condemned by the democratic world. Trump campaign.
you want to act like you wasn't a part of the imperialism. You've been in government for 1,000,000 years. You've been in government for 1,000,000+ years. You're a dinosaur when it comes to this government. When it comes to the United States government, you've been in there long enough, so you're fully part of the imperialism that the United States has imposed in the past on other countries. Now you want to act like you wasn't with it. That's cool though.
For president on an America First platform. He claimed to be the peace candidate. Well, at a time when 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, when our healthcare system is collapsing, when people throughout this country cannot afford housing.
Why can't they afford housing? Why can't they afford healthcare? And why are their groceries through the roof? Ask yourself that, Mr. Bernie. You know exactly why. Inflation due to who? Joe Biden. The Medicaid system, Medicaid, Medicare system that all of the Democratic run states has been pillaging. And that's obvious. And the fraud, waste, and abuse that's been going on with Medicare and Medicaid since the inception of those programs. The biggest fraud that's going down right now under a Democratic ran state, Minnesota, which is going on right now, that's sucking Medicare and Medicaid dry. And who's gonna feel the consequences of that but the citizens and the residents? So who would you deem responsible for that? And that's just a part of the waste, fraud, and abuse.
And when artificial intelligence threatens millions of jobs, it is time for the president to focus on the crises facing this country and end the military adventurism abroad.
You know what's the good part about removing Maduro, right? Removing the whole socialist regime from Venezuela. The good part about it is possibly now we can rehash our relationship that we had with them, where we refined their oil, their crude oil, and hopefully that country can benefit off the oil that they're sitting on, because they went from exporting 100% oil down to 20%. Hugo Chavez made Venezuela his wallet. Maduro followed it up. Hugo Chavez picked up grandma. Maduro slammed her through the folding table like the Dudley Boys. Slap her! And that's what Venezuela is right now. Grandma slammed on the floor through the broken table like the Dudley Boys, man. But you still want to constantly sit here and lie to the people. You are a socialist yourself. You believe in the same things that they do. It's nonsense. I mean, if you disagree, do your research. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow. And I will be here to correct the absolute nonsense that's put out by these people. Peace out.